Good afternoon with everyone. This is my presentation called 3D medical image segmentation using convolutional neural networks. So first of all, what is segmentation? Segmentation is the process of finding objects within an image, but not necessarily understanding what these objects represent. So for example, here in the image on the right, we can see different objects, but we don't really know what these objects are. And what is semantic segmentation? It is a specific type of segmentation, and it gives each pixel in an image a category label. So for example, in this segmented image, I know that the yellow pixels represent a cat, and in this segmented image here, I know that the blue region represents a specific type of the brain. And what is a neural network? It is a computational system that is similar to a biological system in the sense that it acts like the human brain. It learns based on example. So if I give it this whole training data here, what a neural network does, it has a function, it learns a set of parameters in order to tell which class represents better that image. So here I give it the whole image of a cat, it goes through a neural network, and it says that it has 75% of being a cat. And using the same idea, we can teach a neural network to segment. In the two cases, for example, I give it an image, it goes through a neural network, and it segments each part of the brain in different colors. The same idea is going to be applied in the 3D case, in which I have different cuts of an organ, for example, of the tomograph. We go through a neural network, and it has to output in these images in which part there is this organ, this specific organ that I'm looking for. And why do we use neural networks? Because they can automatically learn the features that better represent the data. And so these features are the important information contained in the images. In this example here, the features are the edges. So why these are important features? Because just looking at the edges, I can tell that there is a butterfly in this image. There's two types of features. The first of them are the handcrafted features. These kind of features are the ones that I as a human tell that better represent my data. For example, here in this image on the cat, I can tell that I can decide that there is a cat in this image just looking at the color or looking at the shape. And there are other type of features which are automatic features, and they are learned from the data. These are the kind of features that a neural network learns. So for example, in these images, this is what a neural network thinks a car looks like, or a horse looks like, or a truck looks like. These are automatic features. And why do we use CNNs? Because they are a specific type of neural networks that we described before, but they take advantage of the context and spatial location of the pixels. So in image, spatial location is very important, and they are very good for semantic segmentation. This is an example of how these convolutional neural networks work. In the first layer, they learn edges, which are pretty simple. In the second layer, they learn object parts, which are a combination of these edges. So for example, eyes or mouth or nose. And in the third layer, I can have a more abstract idea of an object. So for example, faces. And these CNNs also perform segmentation. I have an input image, a segmented image, and this is the convolutional network, which is a specific operation called convolution. What a convolution does is it treats an image as a matrix. It applies a kernel in a small part of this image, and it outputs one pixel, which is a feature extracted that better represent all of this part of the image that I just applied the kernel to. And what is my proposal? My proposal is to use these convolutional networks that we talked before for the task of segmentation of three-dimensional images. So here I have a set of images, of volumetric images. They go through a convolutional neural network, and it outputs an image with a specific organ contained in this image, but just segmented, but already segmented. And this is an important thing in Peru, because it can help doctors to analyze this kind of data, which is sometimes it can vary from tens to hundreds of cuts. So if a doctor does this task manually, it's going to be tedious and it's not good. So we can use automatic algorithms to analyze this data segment the organs and analyze them, or detect anomaly inside these images. So that is the purpose of this project, and thank you.